For our second one, this time we have, let's see, what do we have? We have End of the Line by the Stupendium and Dan Bull. It's a Choo Choo Charles song. Now, I know what Choo Choo Charles is. I watched the guy who, developed it. I've seen a couple people play it. I don't have it myself, personally. I know who Dan Bull is. That was the last guy that we reacted to, the Warden rap one. This is him plus a guy named Stupendium, so we'll have to see how this goes. I might listen to one of his songs next that he's by himself. That way I can see Dan Bull and the Stupendium compared to one another. But yeah, let's get right into it. Cool intro. Ah, yes, cool intro. Uses the train, and I think that was Dan Bull, and I think the other one was Stupendium, the one who looked like the conductor. Like and subscribe. Yes, make sure you guys do that. Oh, timeout. So, the last one was purely animated Minecraft, but this one, they're in a full, they're outside, IRL shooting. God damn, that's one step up from the last one. Arachnid. Arachnid, that's what it said.
It's almost tea time.
He's British.
Could have changed the timetable.
No,
Engine trouble?
as far as I've been informed.
If this train doesn't get here in the next 5 minutes, I shall go absolutely mad.
5 minutes later, I'm going to assume he went mad. Just a guess.
Sleeping deep beneath the sleepers of the isle, there's a demon creature dreaming heathen and reviled. Sees no rhyme or reason but the feasting when he's riled. Better let him be, lest you are sure to see the smile of 16.
Hold up. This is way different than the last one. It's got whatchamacallit. It's got a good country rhythm without it being country. See, in the background, the little ting, ting, like the pickaxe noise. Using that as a beat, I like that. And another thing, they're on an actual train? Please tell me this is a set and they didn't rent out a locomotive for this? Let's back up.
The isle, there's a demon creature dreaming heathen and reviled. Sees no rhyme or reason but the feasting when he's riled. Better let him be, lest you are sure to see the smile of 16 tons of scurrying death, smoldering souls through funnel of glare. With a pick like grin on the front of his head, sat atop a most illogical number of legs.
Illogical number of legs, because spiders have 8 legs, but I think Charles only has 6. That's why it's the most illogical number of legs. And also, 16 tons of scurrying death. That's a good line. Smoldering souls through funnels of red, because he's a red train. I'm explaining the lyrics again. Also, I pause. If you don't like that, leave. Door is behind the mirror again.
Tickets, please. Let me tell you the tale of the wicked beast that will follow your trail through the valleys and vales. On your tail day and night, there'll be chaos on the rail when the railway strikes.
This video is just, I can already tell, this video is just going to be full of puns. There'll be chaos on the rail when the railway strikes, like a union strike. How construction workers have a union, and sometimes when they don't get what they want, they go on strike. So, in this case, railway strikes, but Charles is a train which runs on the railway, so when he strikes, you get what I'm saying. Also, tickets please, yep, conductor type vibe going on.
Stop, take stock, try to gauge the situation.
Gauge the situation, then he hits a gauge, of course.
Train has been derailed, there's no use waiting in the station. Every engine's been dismantled, there's no other service coming. Charles is leading by example, he's the only train that's running.
He's the only train that's running, because he has legs and he runs.
All within a doozy of a mess.
So all aboard the WTF Express.
Should you want to stay
WTF Express, I like it, I'd join that.
safe, then I wouldn't play games, or you'll learn another way of saying runaway train.
Every life has a light in the tunnel ahead, but you might just find that behind it instead of a heaven is an engine and
That's good. Next on the menu, so in the light at the tunnel ahead, but you might just find that behind it instead of a heaven is an engine that the devil inbred. That's a good line, cuz most people would think if you see a train looking like this, you'd think the devil would make it. By the way, I have to say, some masterpiece of a set design. I really want to know if there's like a behind the scenes. See if this is like an actual train or if this is a set. I really want to know.
Your timetable says it's almost time for tea, Charlie. And we've laid on quite a spread as you can choo-choo train coming after you. Food chain's gonna be askew. Won't catch that train if it's gonna catch you.
Good octave shift there. Again, like we heard in the last song, won't catch that train if it's gonna catch you. I like that. I like it when they shift octave or pitch, however you want to call it, in the middle of the lyric. I like that. That's a good little touchstone there.
Worse than what they say to mind the gap for. The train's not just cancelled, it's damn welded platforms. It is scampered off the tracks to find a snack on off your back lawn. Double jack doors of your cat and then your dad are off the back porch. He's hungry and he's hunting down the islanders with a side of any hiding bystanders.
With a side of any hiding bystanders. God, this Stupendium guy is fire. Does he always do this? I need to watch more of his videos.
It's quite queer what his dietary requirements are, but his pretty clear regardless, he's a dining car.
The jokes, man. He's a dining car, cause you know, he eats. I think I need to go subscribe to this guy afterwards.
On this service, we'll be serving something rather more unnerving.
Chugging on blood as he chews you. Dude, these puns are getting out of hand, and I love it.
All true. Choo-choos consume fuel too. Humans are a whole new consumable and whole food. Gluten-free array. More renewable and cold. So who to choose to chew to this tune? Ooh, you do.
Who to choose to chew to this tune. So instead of tune, they put like a ch verb at the front of it, so that way it'll rhyme with chew. So who to choose to chew to this tune instead of tune. Good wording there. The timetable part, I like that part. Your timetable says it's almost time for tea. I'm not a train conductor myself, but timetable is what old trains use to stay on schedule. Also, I'm getting that line. Will you if we've laid on quite a spread, as you can see, if we satiate your lust for flesh on which to feed, will you promise to eat them instead of me? So basically, these cultist guys are saying, hey, look, we brought you this fresh human. If you eat them, will you promise not to eat me? Because I want to stay alive. I'll feed you townspeople so long as you don't eat me.
Train coming after you. Food chain's gonna be askew. Won't catch that train if it's gonna catch engine number 9 on the other.
Here's a weird shift. The da 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 da. I like those. Those ones are some of my favorite. What do you call it? Tempo shifts, I guess. I guess you'd call it a tempo shift.
Near a mining line. If your train comes off the track, better run, or you won't come back.
So basically, these conductors are cultists. Okay.
Hey, guess who? This is Deja.
They kidnapped him.
HS2, you'll be railed right through.
Penetrated in the vein of the mainline route.
When we come, well, then we're gonna run a train on you.
Saucist line I've ever heard in a song. Like HS2, you'll be railed right through. Penetrated in the name? Something of a mainline route. When we come, we're gonna run a train on you. By caramba. One hell of a line.
You might say we've got a locomotive to provide the train with a load of groceries. Locally sourced from the local folk. Big Granny's supposed to host, although she's toast when the smoke.
Locomotive. You know, loco means crazy, and locomotive, you get it. Choo choo how do you say it? Choo choo pacabra. There we go. That's a mouthful. Try saying that 5 times fast. Choo choo pacabra. The chupacabra is I think it's old Spanish myth. Some devil or monster that eats goats. So what they're doing is they're correlating Choo Choo Charles with the chupacabra. Pretty good.
You'll see when he feasts in the deep of the night. By the pieces of peoply debris left behind.
Peoply debris. So debris of people. Yucky.
The wealthiest season ticket is greatly diminishing. With every like we're feeding into his dreaming. Since the rest teens, but if we seem insidious, which is an easy villagers seeking to keep the mysterious beast we unleash, committing the deed of killing us.
One hell of a bar. Jeez, who is that singing? Stupendium? Does he do this all the time? I'm gonna have to watch more. Recommend me some more songs where he does this.
Killing a priest, a vicar, a grocer, a postman, a 3 is villainous. What did it mean? You probably see the fees is when I keep on screaming, clap the bellows, you'll be drawn to out your ass. Charlie laughed a little matter on the goriest express.
Loves a little murder on the goriest express, not the glorious express. I get it, I get it.
Ruminate on whether there's a certain train near. Or pray into the rumor, make you circulate fear. But in case you didn't hear, then I'd better make clear. This train terminates here.
That's a good line for 2 reasons. One, this train terminates here, because Choo Choo Charles will eat you, aka terminate you. But 2, train. They were on a lyrical train. How Stupendium was going from line to line to line to line in like one breath. That's what you would call a train. Pretty good bars here.
Every life has a light in the tunnel ahead, but you might just find that behind it instead of the heaven is an engine and the devil in bread. And we're next on the menu with the gluten one fed.
Also, I need to talk about this animation. It's a pretty good animation. I'm looking at it more now. I don't think most of it's like, I don't think they're on an actual train, right? That background seems CGI. Now the train part itself, like the front round part where the engine goes, and like the cab itself might be like an actual what do you call it? Like an actual set. But I don't think any part of else it is. And also they've kidnapped the guy. I need to stop swearing.
Table says it's almost time for tea, Charlie. And we've laid on quite a spread, as you can see, Charlie. If we sate your lust for flesh on which to feed, Charlie, will you promise to eat them instead? There's a choo-choo train coming after you.
I was wondering when Charles was going to show up. That is one horrific rendition of him.
Chain's gonna bend askew, won't catch that train if it's gonna catch you.
That little part there with the saxophone being amplified by the fact that the train is making the going along the tracks, adding to the music. So the little down there as it's rolling along the tracks is adding to the saxophone, creating its own little beat. I like that. It was a
Must have
dream.
dozed off.
What?
Strange dream there. Ah, tea time. Right.
Tea
Get
time.
off then.
Oh,
Don't get too sentimental. We've still got to serve breakfast for the morning service.
that was not a dream.
Oh.
He's just screaming, help! Somebody help the poor guy. There's all of his Patreons. Maybe I should open a Patreon. A lot of patrons. And it's just screaming help.
Thank you for watching, and to all of our Patreon passengers, as well as friend of the railway, Dan Bull, for making
That's a good outro, making it sound like he's the conductor. That's good. I like it. He's over the intercom.
this service possible.
Yep,
This
Dan
train
Bull.
does offer a playlist serving a selection of hot and cold songs and videos for your enjoyment.
Okay.
The next station is the subscribe button. Then
I will
follow
go
like
there.
And share.
Yep,
Please
I'm
have
my.
your comments ready for inspection and
Yep, I got my comment ready, and I am gonna stop off at subscribe. I'm gonna go to like and share. In 1 week's time, meet some family there.
ring the bell for assistance with updates on future videos.
Okay.
I'm being told we've run into a giant man-eating spider train.
Darn.
All change to be eaten by the spider train. All change, please. All change.
All change, I guess. Anyways, that was the song, that was the end of the line song by Stupendium and Dan Bull. Dan Bull, his last song that I reacted to, the Warden rap, was good. But I think this is better. Hate me all you want. But I think I'm going to have to listen to more solo Stupendium. Recommend some songs down there in the comments. I know I said description last time. Don't bug me about it. But anyways, laters.